always good to know that there is a business aspect to a technology company. So that is pretty cool. So after kind of this phase in your life, you kind of moved on over to Netflix, and you kind of get into that thing: Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. And Netflix is one of the most interesting companies in the Valley in the sense that they only hire senior people, or at least I know from the engineering side, they only hire senior engineers, and they pay a lot. I think it's like $500,000 a year in just either salary or stock, whatever you kind of pick. And you are a senior TPM at Netflix, so senior technical program manager. What did you do there at Netflix, and what was the culture like?
Yeah, so I also joined the what they call the developer education team. So kind of
Mm-hmm.
leveraging my background doing training at Uber and also like online training at Microsoft. Netflix was hiring like really fast. They were hiring
Really?
dozens of engineers every week. So there was a big need to onboard them as soon as possible. Like you said, they get paid $500,000. If they're sitting there for a month, that's like you just lost 50K there. So
Yeah.
we want to be able to train them on our internal tools so they can use all their skills and build Netflix.com bigger and better and faster.
And what was that like working at Netflix? You're kind of in that hyper growth phase, kind of out in Los Gatos. What was that like for you? What did you kind of do on a day-to-day basis with your team?
Yeah, so what was really cool about Netflix is they gave every person kind of the freedom to do whatever it takes to get to a solution.
Mm-hmm.
So although I was on the training team, I could think about ways to, create training at scale. Um, so I actually leveraged my like coding background and I built some like internal apps that
Oh wow.
the engineers would use on their, when they first joined to kind of discover resources. You can link someone a Google Docs with like a million links, but that's just
No one's
links
gonna
going to
open it.
more links and more links. So I kind
Yeah.
of try to make like this learning portal that people it could like based on your role, it would figure out where all the important resources and just show you. So I was given the freedom to do that. Like most companies would say, like you're not an engineer, Ben, go do project management stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But Netflix is like, oh, okay, we hired you to solve the problem. Do it the way you think it should be done. And I love that freedom.
That's awesome. I know like some of the best people I've worked with were also highly technical, and they didn't just have a project management background, right? The ones who I did work with could code. They could understand how like a data center worked. They could understand like what was like the engineer going through in the engineer's mind. So it's really cool that you were able to do that and take advantage, take initiative. What do you recommend for our viewers who are in their career and they see a problem or initiative? Do you suggest that they kind of go on and build a solution to that, similar to what you did in Netflix, to kind of help out the company, help out the business?
I would say it's important to talk to, people who are, involved in that general area to get their idea, talk to them what you're going to do, because someone may have tried what you've done in the past and failed.
Hmm.
That doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't do it, but it's good to learn from people who kind of been there and seen what's been done, so that could, help you make a better idea in the future. There's going to be people who tell you not to do it because they've had bad experiences, but in the end, I think you should, if you have a gut feeling about something, you should go and do it. And